Please. You want me to turn on the air conditioning? Air conditioning. This is a very basic thing. Look, we say we hope that the redemption will come. Here we have all these books learning about the essence of God and learning about this. What happens when the redemption comes? The world will be filled with the knowledge of God. Everyone will know. That's going to be our goal. The world will be filled with the knowledge of God. This is 1 second. If the world is filled with knowledge of God, what are we going to do? What's all these books? What are the books worth? What are we going to learn? Right? What's the point of the whole thing? Always talking about godliness and godliness. The world's going to be filled with the knowledge of God. Right?
What is being not gilas? Draws down after Shin Mem
and was venit galta, and that was revealed in them by means of Moses. Yeah, where are we? Oh, yes. So when the future redemption comes, what are we going to do? Right? Godliness will be revealed everywhere. What's going to be the point of everything, of all these Hasidus books? So what is the Rebbe saying? The Rebbe is saying like this. Godliness, there's no end to it. There's no end to the essence of your soul. The essence of your soul is ultimate reality. Right? If there's no end to, for instance, in America, somebody said, what was it? 30 years ago, 40 years ago, there's basically all the things that can be invented have been invented. Can't have any more invention. Right? There was one point where they said, listen, all the music that's been written basically has been written. There's just changes. You can maybe, add a little bit, maybe change a few notes here and there. But basically it's been, right? Science. What's been revealed has been revealed. Mathematics. All these things, as soon as problems have been solved, basic problems, all of a sudden, a whole world of new problems open up. Right? As soon as one new science has been found that, let's say, cures the problems of disease, right? A new thing, no more diseases. All of a sudden, you'll see a million new problems open up, but not problems dealing with bad, problems dealing with more good, right? How can we reveal more who we really are? How can we, now that they have all these programs about self-help, self-improvement, not necessarily people that have problems, and they just want to be more loving, be more intelligent, be more happy with life, be more successful, be more honest, right? Be more honest, have more integrity. Not that they're anything bad, right? They just want to improve, to be more and more. Says the Rebbe, the same thing with godliness. Once a person reveals the essence of his soul, so first of all, it brings a raising up to Moshe, and it brings a raising up even to the essence of your soul. Key, because al yadei zeh, by means of this, mitgalet is revealed, ba, in the person, right, or in your soul, shorsha emitit is revealed, your true source, kamoshi as it is, mushreshet, rooted be'atzmos, in the essence of God.
What is shorsha?
Shorsha, source, emitit, true source. As it is, rooted in the essence of God. Okay, so here the Rebbe is talking about all these different levels of your soul, of your Jewish soul, that most people don't even know the soul even exists. And here the Rebbe is saying not only does it exist, but there's deeper levels and deeper levels, more real, without any end. Right? But we just have to start to get into it. How do you get into it? By action. Says the Rebbe, the whole thing is by action. By doing. By being, caring about the world. Well, here to explain, al yedei by means of this, Netosef is added, Gam also, Ba'achtus Yisrael, in the unity of the Jewish people. Sha'achtus Yisrael, that the unity of the Jewish people, al yedei, by means of etzem and neshama, by means of the essence of the soul, Shemit Galid, which is revealed by him and them, he is kamo, like, Dav or Nosef, an additional thing, al Metziutam, on their essence. What does it mean? You see, Bali Tshuva. What is Bali Tshuva? You see, a guy used to be a rock and roll singer, used to be a skateboarder, used to be this. All of a sudden he does tshuva. What does it mean? That somehow or other, Shmuley, please. It's very hard for me to talk and people go to sleep. It's hard. Oh, looks like it. When your eyes are closed and you breathe heavily, I have this thing, and I'm programmed. I have to get rid of this crazy ideas from my youth that when a person has closed his eyes and drools a little bit and he's breathing heavily, he's asleep. I don't know where I got this idea. Okay, okay. Now I know. Next time when you're asleep, hold up one finger. When you're awake, two fingers. Okay. The oneness of the Jewish people by means of the essence of the soul. Now the essence of the soul is like an extra thing to us. I have my personality, and there's people I like, and there's people I don't like, and people I get along with, and people I don't get along with. And therefore, how do we get unity? By means of by means of sha'osim, making nafsham, your soul, ikar, the main thing, the gufam tafel, and your body, secondary. Where do you get your body from? My body? From my parents. What do you mean from my parents? That's why I got my parents. My parents did a certain thing, and then because of that, I was born. What's the problem? If they wouldn't have done it, I wouldn't have been born. So it's not such a big deal. Where did you get your soul from? From my parents also. Your parents gave you your soul? You really think that your parents gave you your soul? How did they do that? Well, I don't know. The soul just comes along with the body. Okay, if that's what you believe, you have a lot of company. That's what the communists believe. The soul comes along with. That's what the French believe. The existentialists. The soul comes along with the body. It's no big deal. It's just part of the creation, right? But if you think that maybe the soul did not come from your parents and it's not part of your body, then where did it come from? Where did it come from? Something that's outside of my understanding, right? Something outside of my understanding. I don't understand it. I don't understand where the soul comes from. Where does it come from? It says the more you think about your soul, the less you'll think about your body. The more you think about your soul and you think about where does my soul come from, the less of an egotist you'll be. Could be. I mean, some people think about their soul and they become more egotists. Could be, right? They think this religion, that religion. They make war against this religion. They say, I'm going to go to heaven. Only if I do this will I go to heaven. If I blow people up, I'll go to heaven. If I'm a nice guy, I won't. Could be. But generally speaking, here says the Rebbe, your only chance for true unity is, and you can wreck that up also if you want, but the only chance for true unity cannot come through politics or anything physical. That can only make a unity, a band together for a certain purpose. That you can have real unity and try to see the good in every single person and to forget about a little bit your own feelings is by thinking more about your soul. The more you think about your soul, the more chance you have of unifying truly with other people and seeing the good in them. Al Yadeh, by means of Gilui, the revelation, Etzem and Neshama, the essence of the soul, Kamo Shehi, it is. What did I do? Oh yeah, you have to have a new page. New page, good, I understand. I get the point. Here we go. Give one to Shmuley also. Here's one for you. Yeah. Fa'al Yadeh, by means of Gilui, revelation, Etzem and Neshama, the essence of the soul, Kamo Shehi, as it is, Mushreshes, rooted, Be'a'atzmus, in the essence of Hashem. Al Yadeh, by means of this, when you reveal the essence of your soul, and that you can only do by caring, wanting to finish off this terrible exile that we're in, that by means of this, doing, thinking, saying everything that you can that's good in order to try to lighten the world up a little bit, that the darkness of the world really bothers you, al yadei by means of this. Gam also, siur, the revelation, kochas giluim, of your revealed powers, in other words, your personality, your character, hu chadim etzem, will be one with the essence. You'll reveal all the good things in your natural personality. All the good things that God wants, that God gave you, all the gifts that God gave you, you'll reveal. That's the essence of your soul. Then there'll be Achdus Yisrael, the oneness of the Jewish people. He is, Bekal and Yanim will be in everything that you do. Gam, even, Be'inyanim, in matters, Hashayachim, which are relevant, Lehaguf, to the body. And that's why the Rebbe was so against politics. if Chabad would go into politics, we could be very, very good at politics. Very good. We have people that are very clever, that are very motivated, that are very driven. We have people that remember names, they know how to shake hands, they know how to do favors to people. We have in Chabad people that would be excellent at that. Fantastic at politics. The Rebbe said, do not go into politics. Because we don't go into politics, we haven't got a place in the Knesset in this, so we don't get money. We're suffering for funds. You can get big funds from the government. If you're part of the government, right, you can get big funds. You get also, there's power. There's power, you can get things done. But the Rebbe said, no, politics in Hebrew, the word for politics, a political party. In Hebrew, the word for party is a miflaga. The word miflaga comes from the word peleg, to be separate. He said, our job is to make unity. Our job is to make unity. Do we make unity? Let's say, right? But at least that's our job. That's what our goal is, right? To try to find a way to make unity. By putting tefillin on people in the street, and suddenly we wake up in the super religious Jews that, hey, maybe there really is such a thing as a soul inside of these non-religious people. Maybe they have the same soul as I have, right? Maybe they've got the same soul as I do. Maybe all the Jewish people there's some one thing that unites them, and that's the main thing, their soul. So it's good, dress differently. You can be in your groups. There's Chabad as one group, and Bells as a group, and it's wonderful. That's what no problem. That you can be in your own groups. That's part of your. But don't let those groups. That the groups should be a stepping stone to unity, not a stumbling block to unity. It shouldn't be a thing that stands in people's way. No, I am Chabad. I am this. I am not religious. I am Satmar. I am Bells. I am. This is what I am. Listen, that's one of the things that you are. It's a good thing. All these things are wonderful. They're good. But that should be a stepping block to do more kindness, to be usually it does with these people. Usually it does. People like Satmar, those are tremendous Bali Chesed, tremendous kindness that they do to other people. So wonderful. But the point is to make people see the essence of the Jewish soul, have a little more faith in other Jews, that other Jews can change. It's possible. That's the thing that will bring more unity. That, the Rebbe said, that's what we took on ourselves. Not to build up Chabad, but to build up all of the Jewish people. The Rebbe took on himself. That's one of the reasons we think that the Rebbe is the Mashiach. He took on himself all the Jewish people together to unify all the Jewish people and to change the whole entire world. At least that goal is the goal of the Mashiach, right? If somebody else had that goal, maybe somebody else also could be. It says in the Gemara that each group said that their Rebbe was the Mashiach. Each group said that their Rebbe was the Mashiach. It's a wonderful thing. People are supposed to be waiting for a Mashiach. But whatever we're doing, we have to have a Jew that'll do what it says in this Maamar. Wake up the essence of the Jewish soul. Wake up any level of the Jewish soul. That the Jewish person, he sees God. He's willing to sacrifice his life for God. He's willing to do everything to stop the exile. The essence of the Jewish soul is the only thing that's going to bring unity in the whole world. And that will raise up Moshe and raise up even the essence of the soul to even higher levels of awareness of the creator of the universe, as we'll talk about more, God willing, next week. Thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah.
You can give me the